Well, temps are set to cool down a bit for us in the coming days. How long will the cool down last? Mike McCabe is here with your full forecast. Mike.
Thank you, John. Mostly clear conditions tonight. Temperatures in the 80s for a little while longer, but cooling off overnight back down into the 50s, and that will feel nice, especially if you don't have the air conditioner to crack that window up for a brief window of time through tomorrow morning before it heats back up in the afternoon. Good news tomorrow, though, highs easing off a bit into the 80s as opposed to the 90s that we had this afternoon. Headline today has certainly been the wind, especially in the Ellensburg area. We've had breezy conditions here in the valley as well. That is elevating the fire concerns. Our relative humidities are in the teens, so they're low. We've got the wind and the heat on top of that, and that's the reason for the red flag warning through 9 o'clock tonight. So that fire danger is going to be elevated. We're also tracking some convection across central Oregon this evening. Most of this across eastern Oregon, moving northeast. Up over the Blues, could see a few isolated showers and thunderstorms. We'll watch the eastern mountains tonight, although I think we're in the clear here. We'll see clear skies overnight tonight. Good cooling with lows in the 50s. And then tomorrow, highs in the 80s as more of that onshore flow begins to kick in and cool us off. Not only Thursday, but moving into the 4th of July. In fact, Friday looks to be the coolest day of the next 7 before we heat back up moving into the weekend. Look at this feature here on Friday. Now this is across eastern Oregon, but some of that may move into our direction. We could squeeze out maybe a slight chance for a sprinkle. We're going to watch it Friday morning. By Friday evening and the weekend, all of that trophy pattern moves off to the east as a building ridge strengthens through the weekend and into early next week, with temperatures bumping into the 90s and triple digits. I apologize on the travel forecast there. The data is missing, and I've been trying to get that popped up. But temperature-wise, Seattle and Portland tomorrow in the 70s. They get that nice weather tomorrow. Nice for us, too. Warm. Upper 80s to around 90 through the lower valley. We extend that into the 4th of July. And you can see that 79 for Ellensburg. Not bad. The wind, unfortunately, will be a part of that forecast here for the next couple of days. And then we could be in a stretch for a few hundreds next week, Tuesday and Wednesday. Here's the numbers. Yakima tomorrow, 88, 81 on the 4th of July. And we'll start off with clouds and a slight chance for a sprinkle. But I think by the afternoon and 4th of July time, firework time, I should say, we should see some clearing there. And then 80s and 90s heading into the weekend.